Boom. Boom. What's up, everybody? This is the Beast, and you're watching Primal Rage. Oh, yes. You know, this time of year should be the time of year to be jolly, to want to donate, to want to help struggling people in need, the time to help our fellow man, so to speak. You know, maybe give something a little extra back to unfortunate. However, unfortunately, Salvation Army breaks the cardinal rule, as is of all pop culture, and that is when you inject a drop of woke into the system, it destroys that system. We all saw it with Star Wars, everybody. We all saw it with Star Wars. Disney paid $4.5 billion and they fucking broke it. This was a money-generating machine. I mean, you could piss Star Wars and make a fortune off of it, but you can't anymore. And nobody gives a fuck about the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett was the best when his ship was called Slave One. Boba Fett was the best when he was the man behind the mask. Now that when you remove the mask and we have bald-headed old Tamara Morrison, well, he's not cool anymore. His armor's all cleaned up. They gave the guy a fucking dress with his uniform, a fucking black dress, a clean fucking body armor, and, yeah, Book of Boba Fett. You want to see a Boba Fett in a fucking mini skirt? There you go. That'd be your show. But they broke it, people. They broke it. And they also broke the Salvation Army. So it says the Salvation Army defends the guy claiming to ask white people, white donors, to apologize for racism. Yeah, come on up here, whitey. Drop some coin into the can for the kiddies. Now apologize for being white, evil, racist, colonizing pigs. That didn't go over too well. As you would expect, it did not go over too well. Anywhere where you drop this into movies, cartoons, you want to make Superman queer, it does not work. Get woke, go broke. And believe you and me, people, Salvation Army is going broke this year. Yes, it says by the Gateway Pundit. The situation is dire. Salvation Army faces holiday shortages after telling white donors to face their racism. You don't do that. You don't do that. And if I may, people, I feel like this is not only going to affect the Salvation Army, it's going to affect all the other charities too that aren't even taking this nonsense. It's going to hurt them too, because people are going to see this as one charity. All the other charities are going to do it too. And it won't work. Lefties give us yet another reason, another thing, in order for us to keep our money for ourselves. I mean, how do they think this was going to turn out? How do you think this was going to turn out? I apologize for nothing, unless I know I actually did something wrong. Forcing people to apologize for being white. And people, understand this. Try to understand it. Lefties don't fucking understand, because they're full of mental fucking AIDS. Is that this all this being done, your critical race theory, your LGBT, your Black Lives Matter, all these organizations and terrorist organizations, they're all done by fat, miserable, cat piss smelling white feminists. Yes, straight feminists too. Yes, they love men, but yet they're behind the LGBTQ. I know a lot of you out there know gay people, real gay people, and they have nothing to do with fucking LGBTQ. They have nothing to do with it. This is an organization, and it makes gay people look like clowns. Like, Black Lives Matter. What did Black Lives Matter do for black people? Not a fucking thing. They burned down their businesses. They murdered black people in front of their businesses, trying to defend their businesses from being destroyed by Black Lives Matter. They've never donated money into these communities. They bleed money out of organizations like a mob. And it's the same thing with LGBT. While they're out there perverting children and making, building hatred between straight people and gay people, which is why these organizations were created. Which is why they took the rainbow flag, or the rainbow, and turned it into a symbol of LGBT. So back on to the Salvation Army. This is all done by white, fat, cat piss smelling feminists. And now they have destroyed Salvation Army. They should have never done this. Now, I'm pretty sure there's probably a CEO of this. And one of these bitches came to the CEO pushing the idea of, hey, this is a great idea. We want to show our love for Black Lives Matters, for black people. And I think this would be a great gimmick to help boost donations. The CEO should have said, no, we're already doing that. We're already doing that and reaching everybody. But that wasn't good enough. The CEO did not have any testosterone. The CEO says, sure, that sounds like a great idea. We'll have a white donors drop some money into the bucket and then apologize for being white. Great one. How'd that work out? Well, I'll tell you how it worked out. Salvation Army faces enormous toy shortage this year. Most of the toy banks in my area have little to no fucking toys this year. I've never seen it like this before. And it's a good explanation. Just like we've never seen thousands of sports players having fucking heart conditions. That's totally not the jabs. Totally, because the jabs are completely safe. They are completely safe. But yeah, it's a total phenomenon that absolutely has nothing to do with Pfizer or Moderna. So, yeah. So, anytime you inject this is going to be the outcome. I mean, they started screwing with the MCU now. And now the toy sales for Marvel, it looks like the toy sales are falling off. Just like Star Wars did. When they pushed The Last Jedi, they didn't even have a toy line for Rise of Skywalker. They had a few figures that they mixed in with the Black Series and with the Vintage Collection, but not an alternate actual toy line for the movie. And now with the Eternals, with Shang-Chi, you just got the toys sitting there. Some toys have been sitting there for 2 years. 2 fucking years. So now people are not donating toys. People are not buying the toys. HasLab just canceled their Rancor because of lack of people buying into it for this Rancor figure. And also had to do with the offerings were shitty too. But it's just a major part. Nobody gives a shit about Star Wars anymore. They broke it. They broke Star Trek. They broke Ghostbusters. They broke Marvel Comics. They broke DC Comics. Hollywood's broke. The music industry's broke. And here, the Salvation Army charities are now broke. And it's all because of this bullshit wokeness that they keep pushing. It's not going to work for them. You can't push this kind of nonsense and not expect a response. And the response that you get is, at the end of the day, people, is that you get woke and you go broke. And now all these kids this year, bad enough, these kids, a lot of these kids, they have no parents. They have no families. Nobody's going to adopt them. They have nowhere to go. They have nobody that cares about them. And guess what? At the time of year they look forward to, they're not going to have any gifts. And it's all because of fucking wokeness. Good going, Salvation Army. Give it up, everybody. Give it up for Salvation Army. Kudos. Yes. They might have boosters for every fucking virus out there known to man. They might have boosters for alien invasions and tornadoes, right, Joe? But you know what? They don't have boosters to fix any of this wokeness. And it looks like their boosters are breaking shit as well. Until next time, everybody, if you want to be kept up on what's going on in pop culture, what's going on around the world, if you want my political commentary, and believe me, it's brutal, then hop on over to BitChute. Check out my channel, Spaceman Reviews. I usually don't talk about politics or anything on this channel because I already got banned once from YouTube because they're so generous with their free speech. So if you want my commentary on these vaccines, if you want it on Joe Biden and this administration that's totally legitimate, then catch me over on Spaceman Reviews. And don't be a stranger. Smash that subscribe button. Be safe. Stay safe. And I will catch all you beautiful people on the next one. Good night. Woo! Way to go, Salvation Army.